And here with Elizabeth. I'm back home. Uh, talk how the universe, God, the energy of whatever you want to call it, that greater something that is so much greater than us and greater than the totality of us, and how it will keep us on track when we have made a commitment and said that there's something that we want and that there's a message that we need to get. And until we get it, until we exercise it, until we master it, it will keep bringing it up. And what I'm talking about is I watched The Secret Millionaire. I had it recorded, and I got to watch it since I've been home. And on there, lady from Richmond, Virginia, went to Richmond, California. She's a multimillionaire, owns a home care facility. And so she went to this organization called Reach, and they were helping women that needed help. Some of them needed anger management. Some of them needed food. There was different things that they needed. But one of the practices that the lady had them do was to sit down and write out their goal, what it was that they wanted in life, what they wanted to accomplish. And she wanted them to write it out so that it was a crystal clear vision. Does this sound like Dave and Dave? Does this sound like the other things that I've been doing that have been given the same message? Make sure you have a clear vision of what it is that you want. Be certain that you know your why so that you have the motivation to get there when it gets hard, when it gets tiresome. And I'll tell you, sometimes it does, but it's amazing that here I am watching this show, and I love the show. In fact, I've kept them, which it's going to come to a point here where I'm going to have to delete them and just watch them online if I want to watch them. But these millionaires going into these neighborhoods, and this, I think her name was Debbie, she was scared. She was really, really scared, and she called herself a snob. Because the things that she worried about, her makeup and clothes, and it showed her closet before she left, and all these clothes that she and everything, and she gets there, and at first she was resistant. She was caught up in the fear, and she was resistant to the experience, and then she was moved. And part of it was that ceremony at Reach where the lady had them write down their goals, write down what it was that they wanted, and then they put it in a box and buried it, and she planted a rose on top of it. But the point is, here is the message coming from the universe again. Now, I have it written down. I have for the coming year up there on the wall where I can see it. I have right here the next 90 days. Well, it's less than 90 days now. And I read this one out loud every day. I read that over several times. And it seems like the more I read it, the further I get away from it. But I keep reading it and I keep doing it. And if I didn't have it written down, if I wasn't saying it out loud, I'd already be off track because there's days that I'm fighting just to keep doing what needs to be done. So it's important to write down your goals and review them daily. Make make sure that what you are doing is getting you where you want to be. And I think with that, I will close for the day, and I'll be back tomorrow. Have a good one.